Welcome back. Following days of unrest in Addo in the Eastern Cape that left 4 people dead and several others injured, there is a sense of calm slowly returning to the area. The attacks, sparked by the stabbing of a local resident, forced many foreign nationals to flee their homes. Now, under tight police supervision, some of those displaced people are being escorted back into Valencia to collect their belongings. Newzroom Afrika Kema is there for us. Sipha, as the community begins the process of recovery and, can we say, reconciliation?
Well, we can say that, Michelle, as the talks are still continuing and it is quiet on the street, but also those that are coming to fetch personal belongings are having to be escorted by police and they're not yet welcomed back into the community. And those that have come out, Michelle, this is what's waiting for them. This is what's waiting for them at their homes. This house belongs to Bright Maponga, and Bright Maponga had his furniture, had fridges, 2 upright fridges, 1 a freezer, a chest freezer here, plasma screen, all gone. And this is the site that he's come back home to. His house completely looted. His children's clothes are gone. As you can see, all the clothes have been put down on the ground, vegetable rack all the way into the other bedroom. And this is the situation that's facing majority of them that have come back home to fetch the remaining clothes and also personal belongings, such as personal belongings, of course, such as the fridges and appliances. Now, some of them gained access through the trap door in the roof to get inside, and then they were able then to kick down and open the doors from the inside as well, so that they can move out with the furniture. Let me bring Bright in. Bright, just quickly tell us, sir, coming back, finding your house like this, how does it feel?
Yeah, I'm feeling angry. I'm getting angry because they take everything. They take the bed, they cut it, they think there was money. They take the fridge. Inside the fridge, there was a lot of groceries. All the meat was gone. All the clothes for my children, everything is gone.
How many years have you been here, Bright?
Almost 12 years. I never seen something like this.
So now you've lost 12 years of your hard work.
Yes. Yeah, I lost everything. Even my passport and my children's belongings, I don't know where it is now. I have to start searching, but I don't see anything. There's no even power, there's nothing. Everything's just gone.
All right. Michelle, just quickly talking about that reconciliation, I'm going to quickly ask Mr. Sheldon just to give us, an update on the peace talks between the foreign national community, most especially the Zim community, and the local people from Valencia, as well as the community leaders. How is that going?
We recently met with the family of the deceased, and we were welcomed. We extended our condolences and our apology to not only the family, but the entire community on behalf of the Zimbabwean community. And the understanding was that people, what happened, people are free to come back and continue with their business of the day. But now we are shocked coming here. It's really, really shocking. This gentleman has lost everything he has worked for 12 years. And now the talks, now we don't even understand the truth about it and all, but we know that the family accepted our apology and the community leaders accepted our apologies. This is, I think, an act of criminality and apart from any other things.
All right, thank you so much. That is Mr. Sheldon, the community leader for the Zimbabwean community here in Addo, and talking about that, opportunists are everywhere, Michelle. This is what they've done to majority of these houses where people have gone back now being assisted to get some of the remaining belongings or those that are costly, such as the fridges, the couches. But as you can see, this house is turned upside down. There's absolutely nothing left here. The churches we went to, there's a church that's housing the women and the children separately from the men. And in that house, the living conditions there in that church, they on top of each other, but they are receiving assistance in forms of food from various organizations and churches that are lending a helping hand. Gift of the Givers is also one of those organizations that has been assisting with providing food, but also people like Mr. Sheldon from the Zim community here in Addo have also been assisting the food, especially the men who are currently being held in the Addo police station, some occupying the holding holding cells there. That's where they're currently sleeping up until they're able to feel safe enough to come back into the community.
And Sipha, is that the aim here, for them to eventually come back home? Because I'm sure they've also invested time and resources into building their homes in Addo.
Absolutely. That's the end goal, so that people don't live in open spaces like churches, have no privacy, not being able to eat at the times that they want to, being told when to eat, also waiting for donations to be given food instead of being able to go back to work. Because remember, these most of the people here are casual workers. This is seasonal work, and it's at the peak time right now for the citrus farms. And they can't work if they are out of Addo, which most of those women and children are being housed in areas like Kirkwood, like Kabeja, and they can't work. Even the men that are currently in the police station aren't able to get back to work. So the end goal was to have people come back into their houses. As you hear Bright saying that he's been in this community for 12 years. That's 12 years of work, of 12 years of being part of the community, Michelle. So he would definitely want to come back. Children want to come back to school as well.
And how likely is that, Sipha? Given the mood in the community now, I mean, is it possible for us to say that in so many days or in so many weeks you will be able to go back home, or is that still very much a grey area?
Well, it is very possible, Michelle, because coming from the community leaders, the local community leaders are also working together with the foreign national community leaders to ensure that there's unity. And then also there will be a meeting, the last meeting with those community leaders from Addo, Kirkwood, coming together, meeting with the community of Valencia to actually tell them that he did say to us that they're not going to ask the community. They will be telling the community that they want calm and that all the foreign nationals will come back to their homes and be integrated back into Valencia, and saying that should anyone continue with the violent attacks, they will be arrested. This also goes for law enforcement. Law enforcement hasn't stopped patrolling the area and driving around. As I've mentioned, that even right now we are being escorted by the police, assisting us and assisting some of those that need to come back and fetch their personal belongings. But now the traumatic and also heartbreaking part of this situation is that this is what people are going to have to come home to. All their hard work gone. They're going to have to rebuild their lives from scratch.
Sipha Kema is tracking that story for us, live to us in Addo in the Eastern Cape.